It is now time for to make squat.
Good day, comrades. Welcome back to Tomahawk. Thank you for voting. Now, let's go to the gulag. Today we are going to review the strongest tanks in game, the IS-7 tech tree. Let's go. Every Soviet starts with the MS-1 on tier 1. It's small in its greatness, has reasonable mobility, reasonable armor, a hard-hitting vodka gun, and it has a hat. Like a true wannabe Unicum, you don't mess around too long on tier 1. You do not snipe, because the commissars do not approve that. You can only go forward, retreat is not an option. This tank teaches you a valuable life lesson in the Soviet tanks. The aim time is so long that you should stop bother to aim at all. The Russian number generator will do the work for you.
As I shall now demonstrate.
The gun does so much damage that it can 3-shot tanks on tier 1. For ammunition you select lots of AP and a few APCR in case you encounter fascists or capitalists. You use its small size to peek around corners and stomp the enemies in their face. After that you research the T-26 and continue from there. The T-26 is a tier 2 British Vickers tank, but improved by the Soviets. Now it has become much stronger. Although it has less armor than the MS-1, its gun selection provides more choice for the average proletarian elite. It is recommended to choose the 37mm gun, with good penetration, decent fire rate and better accuracy than the other guns. You cannot brawl. You stay cautious and let your fellow soldiers take hits for the motherland, while you spam them almost every 2 seconds. The mobility is good enough to roll around the battlefield in style, but don't get too far away from your teammates, since your ADO has worse range than a North Korean missile. Your ammo capacity is enormous, and this is how you set it up. Lots of AP and 20 APCR for Napoleon supporters and FCMs. Recommended equipment is Vasily's 8 scopes, gun laying drive-in vents, to improve overall performance and decadent onboard luxury. Now let's improve the T-26 even more, and continue to tier 3. The T-46 is an all-Soviet tank with improved suspension, much better than any British could ever build. It marks the last light tank in this line, and is to be played as such. It again has good mobility, but barely any armor. You stay away from BT-7 artillery, M2 mediums and all other forms of dirt gun scum. Luckily the gun selection is great again, and choose the 45mm gun for the most consistent performance. If you wish to have fun, which by the way, is not allowed in the Soviet Union, you can choose the 76mm howitzer or the 37mm pew-pew autocannon. The 45mm provides okay accuracy, a good rate of fire and reliable penetration values. With this setup you play the same as on the T-26. You play the mid-range support sniper. Basically that guy in the back with the machine gun, providing covering fire, but shooting your teammates when they retreat. Victory or death. Nothing new with regards to the ammunition loadout. Loads of AP and some APCR for emergencies. However, we do have news on equipment. The tier 3 allows for a rammer to be installed, then select a camo net and some vents. Now let's continue to the one and only medium tank in this line. The T-28 is a tank of which the designers were drunk. It is enormous in size, but has paper-thin armor, and provides in no means the same kind of gameplay as we can expect for the next tiers. All derp guns are to be avoided as they will one-shot you with ease, and send you back to the garage without you having the opportunity to spread communism throughout the world of tanks community. The gun selection is again good, whereby the 57mm provides you again the holy trinity between penetration, accuracy, and EPM. It allows you to stay away from scary people and again let you be the supporter of the previous 2 tiers. However, all in all this tank can be compared to invading Finland. Sounds like a good idea, but doesn't work. The mobility is quite okay, with good traverse speed and engine power. Maintain your distance at all times, if you give a crap about conserving your hit points. Use the view range in combination with your reliable gun, in order to ruin people's free Valentine gift tank. In city maps you let the attention be taken by your heavier and more armored teammates and let them soak up the damage, whereas you can peek around the corner to finish off the target when the time is right. Never be the focus of attention, and never go full retard. If you get spotted you instantly run away, since Sati will turn you into soup if they hit you directly. For ammunition you again select a healthy load of AP, and some APCR in case tier 6 tanks give you trouble along the line. For equipment you select a rammer for DPM, a gun laying drive to minimize aim time, and vents. Alternatively you can exchange the GLD or vents with binoculars, if you prefer view range. This is the last tank in the line, where you have to be scared of your opponents. From now on will be full Stalingrad mode, and grabbing your opponents by the balls. Let's go to the KV-1. Finally we have made it this far, that the awesomeness can start. The KV-1 is the first heavy tank in this line and extremely noob friendly, as well as an all-round awesome powerhouse. This tank was inducing fear into the Germans, and inspired them to introduce the Tiger, and made Stalin proud. Bonus fact, did you know that KV stands for Clement Voroshilov, a high-ranking officer, and his title was Chairman of the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet of the Soviet Union. Yo dog, I heard you liked Soviets in your Soviet Union. So we put some Soviets in your Soviet tank. The KV-1 finally has some great armor you can play with. You have to angle your armor to make it more effective, and lower tiers will have great problems penetrating you. The KV lacks the mobility from the previous tiers and its guns can be fairly dopey in their handling. In contrast to the previous 3 tiers, you must come close to your enemies to be useful. The long aim time and poor accuracy require you to be in close quarters in order to receive Stalin's blessing. It is recommended to equip the 85mm gun for the best penetration and most consistent and economical performance. Another argument for staying close is that you are as blind as a bat with terrible view range. Since you are slow, artillery likes to be right on top of you. Therefore you must always favor a city approach. This also allows you to side scrape, but do not reverse side scrape as the KV engine is notorious for burning like a bonfire. You can be the lead in an assault when on tier 5 or 6, but are more cautious on tier 7 and resort to the support role again. Try to maintain a hull down position in order to guarantee your Soviet bias status, since your thick gun mantlet covers the majority of your turret. The hull has very flat armor and has weak spots. The upper glacis plate can even be overmatched by higher caliber guns. The ammunition loadout can be as follows. Lots of AP, some APCR for Japanese fat boys and some HE in case you encounter low armored scrubs. For equipment your best bet is to go for a rammer, a gun laying drive and vents to improve overall performance. Crew skill wise you want to focus 3 things: repairs, sixth sense and brothers in arms. Carry on from there on. We've now reached the end of part 1 of this guide. Due to Wargaming's flawless tech tree design, you must again choose another tier 5 before you can continue to tier 6. More on that in the next parts, where we will go all the way to the IS-7. Thank you for watching, Comrade. Now join the communistic proletarian brotherhood and subscribe. Otherwise, watch some fascist competition videos on the left or right. For now, thank you and Sikabliatov, and Rush B.